I've been wanting to make a video for some time describing the process to make this potholder that has, I guess, little hearts on it. But I just haven't had time until now. And so I thought I would go ahead and do that. Okay, so I did it here. This is salmon and red, but my loops are getting a little low. So I'm going to show you how to do it on this with pink, and my hearts are gonna be in daffodil. So what you need is 30, it only works on the traditional size. You need 30 loops in a traditional color, whatever that is, whatever you choose your background to be. And then you need 6 pro size loops in a matching color. So here I'm using the pink. I've got the rest of my pink to go across, plus I've got 6 pro size loops in pink, and then you need 6 pro size loops in your whatever's going to be your hearts. Okay, so the first step is to weave in that first loop. I generally kind of do it towards the center so I don't have loops popping off every which way. And then once I get it across, I pull it down. Okay, so pull that down to the bottom, make sure it's very straight. Okay, so you only have 1 loop on the edge, and then you start your design. So you take a pro size loop, 1 of each color, and you can see that even though I've got this other color woven in, my outside edges are all 1 color, and that's because I'm going to use the pro to come in here. Okay, so I've gone just over and under. You want to start on an under, and you're going to take this loop here, and you're going to make it come around this and place it in there. Then you take this loop and you're going to go through your pink, and then you're going to take that one and go under the next one. It kind of slid down. Let me pull it back. Okay, then you're going to take this pink and go through the what is that called, carnation, and you're going to go under. Now your under would normally be an over, as you can see, but just you're still going to go under because the carnation will help hold it in place. Okay, then you go through again. This one's going to go under there, through again, and under, through and under, through and under. Hope you can see this. Okay, through and under there, through and under. The reason you need the pro size loop, obviously, is because you've got a whole lot more going on than just going straight across, and it would be way too tight. You wouldn't get the design if you did it with the traditional size loops. Okay, so even with this, I've gotten a little too fat, so you just go back up and kind of you want to keep everything in line, but you want to kind of just snug it and tug down a little bit on these your little hearts, if you will. And so you have enough at the bottom to make it all the way across. Okay. So you're still going under or through there and then under. And this will be the last one. And you're gonna go under here, okay? And again, once you got it all done, you can kind of pull down where they look uneven. And there you go. Okay, now you're gonna weave in two just normally. And use this bottom row as a determining factor of whether you go over or under. It kind of gets messed up within the weaving, so if you just follow the bottom or the top row, it'll help keep you on track. Tighten it in. And then another one. These are just the traditionals that I'm weaving in normally here. Okay. So that's two traditionals, and now I'm going to take another pro of both colors, and I'm going to follow the guide here, and I'm going to start with an under. Okay, and then like I said before, here it was down one, but we still came up and started after going through and under, so we're going to start in the same spot. It's just going to be a taller row. Okay, so I've put that around, and now I go through and then under, and I go through and under the next one, through and under, through and under. Okay. Hopefully you can see well enough to get the hang of it. They're kind of tight at the bottom, so I'm gonna loosen it up here a little so I can bring some of that loop down so they're more even. And then pack your row in tight so it you want it to go straight across, just like you would on a normal pot holder. Okay, now I'm just going to weave in, oops, two normal rows. Remember, I'm going under now because this one ended in an over. It feels a little off because, as you can see, it seems like I should be going under that one, but it does hold together just fine because of the way that row is woven together. Tuck that in. Next one. again, we did 2 rows of regular weaving, and now we're gonna do another row of hearts with our pros. Okay, so this one is going to look like this first one because I'm gonna go over and then under. And that's where I'm gonna put in my contrasting color. I just put that in like that. Okay, go through and under, through and under, through and under. I guess I don't have to keep saying that for every single one. I think you're getting the point. You could do this on a white background with red hearts, or I've done it with the carnation background with red or pink hearts. You could even make your contrasting color vary if you wanted. Tugging it down again. I've also done this on a brown background, and I did yellow contrasting color, and I thought it looks like a field of wheat. So it kind of had a fall flare to me. Really, the sky's the limit. Just whatever you can come up with. Ordinarily, I would just speed up the video and skip to the end, but this is a little complicated. So I'm gonna keep going and showing you every step. And if you have gotten it, then great. Go ahead and fast forward to the end. But for those of you who are still going, what is she doing? I'm gonna show again. Okay, so I put that around. Let me show it again. You put that on, just slip it through and make sure you're tucked in between those loops. Okay, so then you go through and then go under, through and under, through, space. The row that is a little bit longer here starts higher. I always run out of room, so you just go back and tighten it up and see how much extra loop I got there. And the light pink can come down a little. You don't want to pull too tight because you kind of lose the heart effect if you tighten it up too much, but we're almost there. This last one is going to be the last one that goes through, and it goes over. Okay, so keeping it kind of straight here. Okay, let's see, that one goes under. Oops. Another one. Let's see, I'm going to go over. This is going to be one of the shorter rows. Okay. Sorry, kind of getting off the screen there. Okay. Up and through. Of course, the reason you can't do this on the pro size loom is because you need a larger loop for the contrasting colors. So until they make a 13-inch loop, this can only be done on the 7-inch loom. Okay. Two more. We're getting towards the end here. Okay, last decorative row. Okay, through. Oops. I accidentally split that loop in half. Let me get back. Okay. There we go. As always, the last few rows are the most challenging because you start to run out of room. Why it's very important to make sure you're staying straight that whole time. Incidentally, the reason I had time to finally do this is because we are no longer hand dyeing loops until such a time as we can find another supplier. So it's kind of bittersweet for me to be able to do this, because we sure did enjoy the hand dyed loops, and I know others were regularly sharing with me how much they enjoyed them too. But hopefully you'll enjoy some of these patterns. I have been wanting to do this one, as I said, and I've got a carrot that I made out of a potholder that I'd like to show. It's really simple to make. I made a doll out of a potholder, well, out of loops. I used loops to make a keychain, and sorry, forgot my my hook for binding off. Let's see. Oh, and I was also, I've been making potholders with blue bonnets on them, and so I thought I'd go ahead and show how to do that. You could make other kinds of flowers. I just happen to be partial to the blue bonnets as a not native but current Texan. Okay, so binding this off, you're going to want to start in this corner, obviously, so that the hearts will be upright. The only part is when you flip the potholder over, the hearts are upside down, unfortunately. But what can I say? Just keep it front, face up, and you'll be fine. potholder loops. I usually do an extra stitch for the hanger. Snip off the extra strings that are hanging off, but there you go. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you'd like to see more of our patterns, we have our 2 hard copy books on Etsy at TimberCreekCraftsTX. That's the name of our shop, and I'll post a link below. And we also have several PDF patterns available. And if you like to think out of the box, we have a how to turn a potholder into a chicken pattern and video. So have fun.